Face.
Family, friends, thank you for joining Allison and Ryan as we gather here today to celebrate the beginning of a new chapter in their lives. Please be seated. Before we begin, Allison's brother's biscuit, Brooke Lundgren, is going to lead us in prayer.
For all of the guests who traveled near and far to attend Brian and Allison's wedding, may you have a safe night and travels back home. Let us pray.
Lord, hear our prayer.
For all of the family and friends who worked relentlessly and tirelessly to make this beautiful day happen, may your ears be filled with gratitude. Let us pray.
Lord, hear our prayer.
For all of the family and friends who are not able to be here today, especially Lauren Fionda
Lord, hear our prayer.
And for Ryan and Allison, may you enjoy this adventure called life as partners and best friends through all the laughter and tears from now and forever. Let us pray.
Lord, hear our prayer.
Thank you, Brooke. 4 years, 3 months, and 2 days ago, Ryan and Allison met for the first time. Lucky for Ryan, who can be very shy, Allison made the first move and started talking to him. Had she not, we probably wouldn't be here today. Some say that opposites attract, but I believe it is 3 things this couple has in common that got them to this point. Allison and Ryan's relationship really started with the odds set against them. After knowing each other only for 1 month, they would spend the next year living over 200 miles apart. But it was their commitment to each other that got them through it. Commitment sounds like a simple concept, but it's not. It's very seldom convenient. There is, of course, the rare exception when an acquaintance asks you to do something you don't want to do, and you pause, think for a moment, smirk and reply, "No, I'm sorry, I have a commitment." No, most of the time, it's the opposite. We often refuse to make commitments because we're afraid that something better might come up, that someone better might come along. But Ryan and Allison independently made decisions that they were committed to one another, that it didn't matter what other opportunities arose or what other people they might be able to date. They decided very early on in their relationship that they wanted to be together more than anything else. And because of that commitment arose the second thing they have in common: admiration. When I first saw a picture of Ryan and Allison together, I called Ryan and said, "Hey, it looks like you have a new girlfriend. What's she like?" Without hesitation, Ryan said, "Dude, she's badass." And after going on and on about all the things he admired about Allison, he casually ended with, "I'm probably going to marry her." And this was only a couple of months, mind you. I had met Allison for the first time a couple of years ago, but it wasn't until the past year that I really got to spend time with her and get to know her. And when I got to see firsthand the admiration she has for Ryan. It happened when we were out camping in Colorado this summer. At one point on the second day, I distinctly remember thinking, Allison is the only person on this planet that thinks more highly of Ryan than he thinks of himself. But it was because of their mutual commitment and admiration for each other that we were in Colorado in the first place. Allison made a bold decision when Ryan got transferred and asked her to move with him. But it was a decision she will never regret. Colorado is where Allison and Ryan went beyond just living together. They made a real home together and have been parents to a beautiful dog for over 2 years. Through this maturing of their relationship came the third thing they have in common: love. And of course they had declared their love for each other long before moving to Colorado, but it was there that it became the kind of love that is unbreakable, the kind that tells you you're ready to get married and start a family. And with that, Allison's godmother and fun aunt, Jen Coatman, will be reading The Art of Marriage.
The little things are the big things. It is never being too old to hold hands, and it is remembering to say I love you at least once a day. It is never going to sleep angry. It is not at no time taking the other for granted. The courtship should not end with the honeymoon. It should continue throughout all the years. It is having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It is standing together facing the world. It is forming a circle of love that gathers in the whole family. It is doing things for each other, not in the attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in the spirit of true joy. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It is not expecting the husband to wear a halo or the wife to have wings of an angel. It is not looking for perfection in each other. It is cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and a sense of humor. It is having the capacity to forgive and to forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow. It is finding room for the things of the Spirit. It is a common search for the good and the beautiful. It is establishing a relationship in which the independence is equal, dependence is mutual, and the obligation is reciprocal. And most importantly, it is not marrying only the right partner, it is being the right partner.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jen. Remembering to say I love you is important, but it's not the only thing that's important to remember to say. As time goes on, it may seem that certain things are implied and thus go unsaid. I love you is often one of these, but also don't forget about please and thank you. You got that, Ryan? Before we wrap this thing up, I wanted to say something on a personal note to Allison. I've known Ryan for almost 20 years, and after really only getting to know you in the last few months, I feel like I've known you just as long. Ryan is one of the best friends I've ever had, and I know he's going to make an excellent husband and eventually a father. Ryan, do you take Allison to be your wife from this time onward, to share all that is to come, to be a faithful husband, to give more than you get, to speak and to listen, to inspire and to respond, a commitment made in love, kept in faith, and eternally made new?
I do.
Allison, do you take Ryan to be your husband from this time onward, to share all that is to come, to be a faithful wife, to give more than you get, to speak and to listen, to inspire and to respond, a commitment made in love, kept in faith, and eternally made new?
I do.
They both do. All right. Does the best man have the ring?
Sid.
Shit, man.
Oh, that's huge.
The ring has no beginning and no end. It represents the eternal love that you both share, which will only grow stronger from this day forward. Now Ryan and Allison are going to exchange vows.
I promise to always be honest and say what I mean. I promise to be present and listen when we are together. I promise to be your teammate, give you encouragement, and help you when necessary. I promise to always love you, even when you're at your worst. Now laughing, I'm crying. I promise to enjoy all of life's adventures with you and actively seek new experiences. And lastly, I promise to comfort you when the Hawkeyes lose and drink beer with you when they win. Please accept this ring as a symbol of my love.
That's perfect.
So fit.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if this goes around his finger or his neck, but
I promise to always be honest and say what I mean. I promise to be present and listen when we are together. I promise to be your teammate, give you encouragement, and help when necessary. I promise to always love you, even when you're at your worst. I promise to enjoy all of life's adventures with you and seek new experiences. I promise to be your best friend and favorite hunting partner. Please accept this ring as a symbol of my love for you.
See the fist.
Oh!
Get the Windex.
it is by the authority vested in me by the American Marriage Ministries and the state of Iowa, I am honored to pronounce you husband and wife. Ryan, you may now kiss your beautiful bride. Introducing, for the very first time, Ryan and Allison Jeske. Yep, good.
Hey, Carl.
I turned it off because I knew you were going to do that. needed that width extra. That last couple centimeters was tough on the old boy.
Yeah, that was good. Oh, good job.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks.